Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with my favorite series of the year. It's episode 2 for 1k to 1 million, and we have had a stormer today. So if you want to see how to make coins from 0 to millions of coins, you're in the right place. And all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and please go follow me on Twitch and X because we're pumping a ton of content out on there and I wouldn't want you to miss it. Do you want the best team in FC25? Yeah, baby! Do you want to be playing with the best players in the game like this and not be stuck with teams like this? Okay. Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or the type of weekend league boost you need, and enter code PRORECOIL for 10% off of your order. So we're starting episode 2 with an absolute bang. All the Buchanans that we picked up in the last episode sold for 1.6. So ka-ching in the corner. Now, stupidly, I actually sold all of these and I cleared my transfer list. But don't worry, I've made some more investments. I've got other cards that we picked up last video and I'm going to show you me selling them on. Now, first of all, we bidded on some Schürrles and I don't know how we won these. So both of these we won for 5,000 coins. Now, Schürrle actually goes on the market and I feel like this one's just like so silly for how much we're going to make here. So if we have a look at Schürrle, douche, and douche. We've got 86 here. You pop her up for, I think, what, 562. So there's 2 at 6.2 on the market. We can go up a little bit higher, 6.4. So we're realistically looking at maybe a 6.5 sell on for both of those. So almost, I mean, EA tax on 6.5 is about 300 coins. So we basically made 1.2 off both of these, which is an absolute cook. So we're going to get both of these listed, and that is a very, very good start. Now, of course, we're going to go back and bid on some more of those because if we can win more of those, that is one of the easiest ways to build up our coins. Now, when we go over to the staff, we're going to have a look at how much our French managers are worth now, because I know you guys remember we picked up a few of these. These are just going to be some very easy profit for us now. So they have risen. We've got them up to, I believe 3.5k now. So if we have a look, 3.6, we've got them here, 3.5. There aren't many on the market even at 3.5 and 3.6. So we can hop along to the ones that we have picked up in our transfer list. So we have 10 French managers here. So all of them we picked up for around 2.2k. Some of them a little lower, so there'll be a little bit more profit on some of them. But we are managing to sell every single one of these managers for 3,000. I think we're going to pop them up for 3.6, see what we can cook. This one here, we've got a little bit more profit in that. If we sell them all for 3.6, EA tax on 3.6, obviously 10% is 360. We half that, brings us to 180 off the top of my head, which means on this one here, you're looking at a profit of 1,620, I think, off the top of my head. So despite only hitting 20k in the last video, we have done an absolute storm at the start of this one, and hopefully that can follow through for the rest of the video. Now, our Nigerian managers haven't quite risen much, so we're going to keep them stocked up, but we're going to get rid of the French ones for now and hope that we can get a nice Osimhen card or a Charlotte, I think it is. If she can get a good card, I mean, obviously her card right now, her base card, is getting used in a ton of teams, so if we can just get her an inform, a road to the knockout, anything like that, we can absolutely make some bank on those managers as well. Now, what we are going to do next is quickly go and hop on a filter to bid on Schürrles. Now, what we want to do is set the minimum buy now to around 3,000 or 4,000 coins here. We're then going to pop the max price to, I think it was 5,000 was probably the mark for those ones for us to even hit those 5. So we'll go 3.5 and 5.2. You then want to go Women's Bundesliga, which is this one here. You want to go Bayern. It's gold rare and German. So the players we're looking for on here, when we scroll through, you are looking for the 286s. So now the max price seemingly is just messing these the hell up. So we're just going to go onto the compare price and see if we can find any. Seemingly these guys have just soared since we did a video on them earlier. Now, I'm in no means saying that it is my video that has made them rise, but they have definitely gone up and it's actually hard to find any more. So we're going to stay out of this one for now. It's okay. We made some profit on the investment earlier. We're going to find another one. Now, as you can see earlier on, we were merely missing these by a few hundred coins on Oberdorf's and Schürrles for around 5k. Now they've all gone to 6.5, which is unbelievable. We made a good bit of profit on the ones that we already listed. Similarly with Brights, we're missing these by tiny amounts when these players go for so much more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a good go at sniping a few Brights, because I think she's probably the best one to go for on the snipes, because there's a decent bit of profit to be made. You've also got, along with Bright, in a filter, bronze available, and they both sit at the same positions or the same group of positions, same nations and same team. So we're going to spend about half an hour sniping the two of these, because I think this is the filter that is going to cook for us. But let's just see if we can see any popping up first of all. I know I've gone just for, oh wow, that was okay, that was silly fast. Right, let's see if they are going to come up that fast again, because that was actually ridiculous. So they're going for what, 3.5, and that one came up straight for 3k. So realistically it's a 3.5 sell on here. EA tax at 3.5, 10% would be 350. 50, we half that, you're looking at about 175 coins. So you're looking, if we were selling here, we're making 325 a card, here 225 a card. So even at 3.1, you're actually making a decent margin per card here. Now I do think bidding is going to be a good way to win some of these. So let's just have a look at a few bids. We're going to put down 20k of what we've made already in some bids in these, see what we can look at. I think just bidding straight for 3.1 on a lot of these is going to make the most sense. And then what we're also going to do at the same time is try and snipe a few. You can see that the brights are getting bidded on a lot quicker, seemingly. Weirdly, when we've come onto this next page, it's lowered in time, but we've got down to the 3Ks here. So some of these we're going to pop on a couple bids on, see if we can win these from out underneath people. We don't want to bid too high. 2.9 is not too bad there. We're going to try and get some brights. I don't want to just be picking up bronzes there. 3.1, still not a bad point to be picking these girls up. So, ladies and gents, something very, very easy has happened. We have caught some more players. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these have expired as losses, so we're going to clear those. But we have won these 5 already. We'll check back for the rest of these in the morning. I'm not going to bid more on that one there. For some reason, there's a new glitch where everything goes white at the bottom. But we're going to absolutely take these. We're going to slot these up. I'm going to say for 3.6 each. So, on each of these cards, we're going to be making around 320 cards. Now, I am obviously cutting my working out time in there, but it did take me a while, and it's not 320 cards, it's 320 coins, but because there's 5 of them, we are making 1,800 coins. Now look, I'll be honest, I think a lot of these cards are going to go up in value because we've got a week or 2 of SBCs ahead of us that should absolutely cook for all of us, but nonetheless, we're trying to make coins quickly each episode. Of course, we'll do a bit of investing before the next episode, but we want to move things on as fast as possible. So guys, we're going to take a step out of the kitchen because we have been cooking, despite the fact that the menus are a little bit broken. If we go on here, you're going to see a lot of nice purchase prices. So we've got 3.1, 3.1, 3.1, 3.1. These are all the ones that we won on bids earlier. If we scroll along a little bit further to the more recent additions, these are ones we've just picked up. So 2.7, 2.2, 3, 2.2, 3, 3.1, 3.1, and then we scroll a little bit further. We've got a 3.3, which was an error from previous, and then we got our 2 first owners in here somewhere. So in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now 2 of these obviously were first owner, 1 was out of the series, so it's 12 that we've done. Now obviously the profit is ranging here per card. Now realistically, it's going to be, the total profit is 11,000 coins before EA tax. Take off of course 5%, which is 550 coins. So we've got 10,450 coins to add to the total. Look at that absolute cooking we've done. Oh, and I missed some cards. We've actually got another one at 3, another one at 3.1, and another one at 3.1, which is basically around 1.2 in top. So we'll call it an extra 1,000. Of course, we've done some investing, we've done some mass bidding, we have cooked and we've sold a lot, but we haven't touched the new special cards. And of course, we definitely want to. Now the budget is going up, but we don't have millions, so we are going to have to ease into this. I think, and I'm saying I think because I'm not certain, I think we're around 40,000 coins at the minute. Now I want to pop this up nearer the 100k mark, which means we're going to have to do some inform and some road to the knockout snipes. Now what I'm going to do is do my best to pick up a few of these, show you as we go on, but we'll be in and out of these trades, so I'll have to run you through the profit kind of at the end once we've done a few of them, but I will show you them on the transfer list. So we're going to first of all look at the UCL road to the knockouts. Now as a base level, these cards can go for as low as 11k, and because of the likes of Posh, Andre, and there's a few here that just simply make the filter not worth it. If we go over to forward, however, we have 2 options. One, if we can go to striker, which we will do very soon, we've got Watkins and Sesko sitting at around the 90 to 100k mark, both of which are going to be very, very good for our snipes. When we go back over to the likes of Lang, sitting around 15k, if we have a look at his minimum right now, we've got the opportunity to make a good profit in that kind of midst that he's got available. So if we have a look, 15.5, nothing there, 16.5, 17, 18. 18's where he comes in. So 18's pretty much his biting point. So we can sell him at 18. We're going to want to pick him up, I'll be honest, at around 16. We want to make some quick profits off of this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to lock in. I'm going to do some super fast sniping. I'll show you a bit of it, but we will show you the results at the end. The aim here is for me to put, oh, both of those were snipes. Both of those are snipes. That I'm gutted we've missed that other one. But both of those were good snipes. 18k. That one, I mean, we'll work out the profit in a second there. Have we still... we've missed out on a beauty of a snipe there. Let's just check if they're right. So we're going for an 18k sale. We picked up at 16.5. EA tax was 900 coins. So that's an additional 600 coins to the profit there. We've been very unlucky to miss that 16.5, but you can see there is some absolute bank to be made with this guy. So if we pop it to 16.5, minimum of 600 coins a snipe, we are going to be absolutely cooking. And it is a real shame that we didn't get that other one, because I think that was a 1.6k profit, and that would have been absolutely beautiful. We can take a 16,750 here, as you can see. It's not going to be too bad for us to grab one of these and sell them on at a nice little 18. It's not as much profit. It's essentially 350 coins instead of our 600 if we were picking it up a little lower. So I'm going to lock in. I'm going to aim for getting 10 of these. That's a minimum of 6k profit if we can get them at 16.5. If we get them any cheaper, we could be absolutely cooking. So guys, we have good news and even better news. Firstly, the first one of our cards has sold at 18k. Makes it very easy to know these are gone very easily. Secondly, we've got our second one, which we already saw has been listed at 18,000. We've then picked up a further, I think it was 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we got some bangers. So let's total up the profits here. First of all, we're selling at 18k. This one here is 15,750. So this one is 1,350. This one here is going to be 1,100. This next one along, exactly the same, 1,100. Then we've got another, quite a banger snipe with 1,600 profit. We've then got one here, a little bit lighter, just a clear 600. Then another banger, 1,850. We got this one here, little lighter, with a nice 850. And you can see the total on screen. So we've done very, very well with this one. This was probably the filter that so far of the series we have found the most profit in. Now, we're not quite where we want to be yet, but we are getting ever so close. So we're going to load these up onto the market. And bear in mind, we are listing all of these at dead set 18. We are not looking for lazy listings right now. I'm trying to get this profit quick, and we're trying to move on to another method as soon as possible. But we know that we've got some absolute cooking that we can do with lazy listing, and we are going to do that in the next episode. We're going to focus on that a little bit more. What you got to bear in mind is obviously I'm finishing this episode off today, so this is the 2nd of October. This is when it's going to be released. And with things like lazy listing, sometimes you need to uplist things over 1 or 2 days. It can't just be in an hour or on the day. You need a little bit more time. So with these ones, we're going to get them gone, and we're going to find something else to snipe. And we're going to do a filter which we kind of carried over from last year. It's Playstyles Plus Argentina Serie A. Now this one on the bottom end is going to be Dybala. Now when we've made a few more coins, what we can head up and do is pop this to a striker only. So at striker only, this is going to be Martinez and one singular hero who I should, Milito and Martinez. So first of all, let's just see how much Dybala is actually going for right now. It seems like 21k is kind of the mark for this guy. Maybe even a little bit more from the looks of things. Maybe it's a 22. Oh wow, so that was even a snipe potentially. So 23k it might be what we've got this guy sitting at. But at 23k, you've still got 40 minutes on the cards, which means you can easily get him sold at 24. So that 21 unfortunately would have been quite the snipe for us. So at 24k, EA tax is going to be 1.2. We're going to realistically want to pick him up at 22 and below. So that's 800 coins a snipe. Now, because we're on a lower budget, we don't have too many coins. We want to be picking him up less, getting them sold immediately, and then of course going for another one. So this one here, 1.8k. Now we've already seen one at 1.8k. Unfortunately, we missed it. These things happen. You're not going to get every snipe. It's going to happen. We've got a 22. Have we got any? We'll take a 22. It's okay. We've made 800 coins of this one. We're going to get him listed, and we're immediately going to go for something a little bit better. So once our boy's sold, we can head in and go for another one. We've got 2 at 22 again. I'm feeling like that's looking sus. We want to make sure that these are actual snipes. Maybe we use them for compare price. All of these could get me a 800 profit, but we want to be careful. That one there has gone and got me a 1,050 coin profit. So we are cooking up. It is going a little bit smoother. Let's get this up. A nice little 24. See if we can get a bit better. Oh, we got one at 21,500. And to be fair, I'm not feeling a lot of competition there. For that one, we are looking at a profit of 1,300. We're doing quite well with Dybala. And what you've probably noticed is over the first episode, we weren't making that much profit per snipe. And obviously, things do go slower, especially on those lower ends. But now we've built a few coins up, and we can really make a bit of dough off every single card. Let's see if we can get a 1.8k profit. It's what we saw on the first snipe that we unfortunately missed. It would be very, very ideal for us to secure a nice little profit from this guy. Right, I pretty much instantly listed him, but we have got a stonker 18.5k sell on of 24,000. We have made about 4.5k profit off that one card. So we are going in and out of Diabalas and listing them immediately, and as soon as a sell on, we're grabbing another one. So I'm just going to show you every time we get them what they're going for. So we've got this 21,500. Now this one profit wise would be 1,300 coins, and we are back soon after. We have got another one. This one we bought for 21,000. So the profit on this one is 1,800 coins. Ladies and gentlemen, we are cooking. We've managed to get another one at 21k. So you know the rules, 1,800 coins. 21 seems to be the theme today. Once again, 1,800 coins. Now we have significantly added to our total. And for the next video, my aim is just going to be to more than double what we've got. Reason being, we've had a little bit of a slow start, as you always will, going from 0 to 1,000,000 coins. Of course, the first 100k is the hardest, and we are zoning in on that. I don't think we're too far off, but we're further off than I wanted to be, and I can admit that. Now what we're going to do to make sure that we secure some absolute prof before the next video is I'm just going to bid on a ton of those bronzes, of those Buchanans, of those cards that we know are going to make us bank. So first of all, let's go over to the defenders from England and Chelsea. I'm going to have to set the max price on this one to, do you know what? We'll do 3k because I don't think these players can possibly dump below that. We're obviously going to have to do gold rare. And I admit, I think that the market, the market conditions for these has gone up like crazy. They have definitely soared, but we're going to manage to pick up as many as possible. Let's have a look at the free mark. There isn't many, so seemingly people are switching on. But so what we're going to do is we're going to get some bids out. Now these players have actually started going for 3-4. They have reduced in value since we were last doing them. Now we still want to make a similar profit, so this time we're going to be looking for 2.9s, I'd say, and below. So anything like that, anything like this, we're going to bid it up to 2,800 coins. Now I know by bidding it immediately to 2,800 it stops us getting any more profit out of these cards, but the reality is they probably won't go for less, and we don't want to be losing them. So 2.8 on every single one makes sense for me. We're going to bid every single one for the first 2 pages. Obviously we don't want to use too much because we only have, I can imagine, like 60k to work with right now, so we can't really do any more than kind of like 20 of these. But once we've got them, we're going to get them on the market sold, and we are going to make a killing. And there we have it. We've done every single one of the bronzes and brights that had our price cap for the first 2 pages. We've probably put down around 50,000 coins, but guys, we're going to make a ton off these. I can imagine just off these alone we're looking at 15 or 20k. So make sure to drop a like down below, because in that side of the screen, I think somewhere over there, you're going to have a coin total for what we've made, and you've seen me make every single coin. So if you have enjoyed and you want to be making coins yourself, you're in the right place, and all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next week.